Hello and welcome to Sports Buzz. It is a special day today because India is celebrating the festivities on the Sehra. In the next half an hour, we will also bring you all the latest news and updates and the fireworks with which the fans are celebrating cricket in many parts of the country. Let's quickly begin with top headlines of the hour. In a major upset, Afghanistan beat Pakistan in Chennai by 8 wickets. In today's clash, Bangladesh takes on South Africa. India's heroic performance continues at Asian Para Games. India opens day 3 with 2 gold medals in its kitty. And at Champions League encounter tonight, Bayern Munich are looking forward to stretch their winning record against Galatasaray. First up, let's get you all the fireworks from the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. Afghanistan produced their second stunning victory of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup by beating Pakistan for the first ever time in men's ODI, winning by 8 wickets in Chennai. Pakistan, for the time being, they stay put on 5th place, but after a hat-trick of defeats, another loss against South Africa later this week will, in all likelihood, shut the knockout doors for the 1992 champions. Here's a report.
Afghanistan scripted history on Monday, causing yet another upset in the Men's Cricket World Cup. The Afghans produced their second stunning win of the tournament to shock rivals Pakistan for the first time ever in a men's ODI, winning by 8 wickets at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Rahmanullah Gurbaz teed off in style while his partner Ibrahim Zadran dropped anchor at the other end in an opening stand of 130 runs, which led the perfect platform. While experience is worth its weight in gold in this kind of games, Afghanistan did well enough to chase down the target in 49 overs, exposing the frailties of Pakistan bowling unit which just did not turn up on the day. Batting first, Afghanistan restricted Pakistan to 282 runs for 7 in 50 overs. Opener Abdullah Shafiq made 58 of 75 balls, while skipper Babar Azam struck a composed half-century. The lower middle order comprising of Iftikhar and Shadab Khan then helped Pakistan reach to 282, which was otherwise looking far less. The spin-heavy middle overs saw Afghanistan get control of the game, with the Pakistan batters finding it tough to read the variations of Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed, and the duo beating the bat on several occasions. While Noor Ahmed finished with standout figures of 3 for 49, the trio of Noor, Rashid Khan and Mohammad Nabi all finished with economies under 5 and over. Chasing a target of 283, Afghanistan top 3 all hit half-centuries as they produced a high-quality run chase to reach the target with 8 wickets in hand and an over to spare. Rahmanullah Gurbaz set the tempo early with a 53-ball 65 alongside fellow opener Ibrahim Zadran before the excellent Rahmat Shah, who struck 77, and Hashmatullah Shahidi, who hit 48, finished the job. Having lost 7 ODIs against Pakistan, Afghanistan was missing out on that finishing touches which was required, and all the 4 batters did play their parts to perfection in what was their highest run chase in history of 50-over format. While Pakistan remained stagnant at the 5th spot with a net run rate of 0.400, while Afghanistan rose to the 6th spot with 4 points in 5 matches with a net run rate of minus 0.969. Pakistan's remaining matches are against South Africa, Bangladesh, New Zealand and England, while Afghanistan, who had earlier stunned defending champions England, next faced Sri Lanka, Netherlands, Australia and South Africa. With the giant killing spree that Afghanistan are in, any team would be wary of them.
And now let's get you update on the ongoing Men's Cricket World Cup match between South Africa and Bangladesh. Well, South Africa, they won the toss and they decided to bat at the iconic Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, where the match is taking place. There's one change for both the sides, with a fully fit Shakib Al Hasan making a comeback to Bangladesh's playing 11 in place of Tauhid Ritoy, while Lungi Nigiri makes way for Lizard Williams. Now, after suffering the early jolts from Bangladeshi bowlers, Quinton de Kock, Bayern Makram, they drove South Africa forward as they both scored 50 to stabilise the South Africa scoreline. Till the last reports came in, South Africa were at 167 for the loss of 2 wickets as of now. And now in Sports Bus, let's get you all the updates from the Asian Para Games. Well, India's Prachi Yadav continued her impressive performance in the 4th Asian Para Games by clinching a gold medal in the canoe women's scale 2 event. Prachi's victory added to the flurry of medals that India has been winning in the ongoing event. Prachi had already secured a silver medal on day 1 in women's VL2 final, narrowly missing out on the gold. In the women's scale 2 event, she finished on top with a timing of 54.962 seconds. Prachi Yadav won another gold for India in para canoe, this time in women's scale 2 category with an impressive clocking time of 54.962. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Prachi Yadav on winning the gold medal in women's para canoe KL2 event. The Prime Minister posted, and I quote his post over here, "Congratulations to Prachi Yadav on winning the prestigious gold medal in the para canoe women's KL2 event. This was such an exceptional performance which has made India proud. Best wishes for the endeavours ahead," unquote. India's Deepti Jibanji also clinched a historic gold medal for India in women's T20 400-meter event by creating a new Games record of 56.69 seconds at the Asian Para Games. Deepti has been in fine form in the past few months and recently won the gold medal at Virtual Global Games in France. Now, since taking up the sport in 2019, the athlete from Telangana has achieved several milestones for the country. We are going for a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back after that short break. Now, India's Manish Gaurav, he also clinched a bronze medal in para canoe men's KL3 final event, clocking an impressive 44.605 second. The 27-year-old is a 2-time Asian Championship gold medalist and have won several accolades at the national level. Meanwhile, this is Manish Gaurav's first medal at the Continental Games. Moving on in Sports Bus, now let's get you all the latest from the world of soccer. Tottenham Hotspur secured a 2-0 victory over Fulham, extending their unbeaten run in the Premier League and marking their best start in over 60 years. Son Heung-min scored a stunning goal in the 36th minute, while James Maddison added a second in the 54th minute. With 23 points in hand, Tottenham is now 2 points ahead of Manchester City and Arsenal. The victory also propelled them 2 points clear at the Premier League summit with 7 victories in 9 league games. Manchester United's manager Erik ten Hag says that the late Bobby Charlton is a huge inspiration for the team, but also says that the emotion needs to be used in the right way in their Champions League match against FC Copenhagen. Here's a report.
As Manchester United prepares to face FC Copenhagen at Old Trafford in Group A of the Champions League, manager Erik ten Hag said Manchester United must use the emotions they are feeling after the death of Bobby Charlton in the right way. Charlton, who was a key figure in England's 1966 World Cup winning team, died at the age of 86 on last Saturday. He helped United win the European Cup in 1968 and the 3 English Leagues title as well as the FA Cup.
Bobby was a legend, a giant, not only for Manchester United, but for in Mondial football. And so his legacy was, so what he left were the standards, the high standards we have to live here every day.
Asked about how United would deal with the emotions of the game, Ten Hag said, "We are professional, it is our job."
He is in front of Old Trafford with Dennis Law, with Joost Best, and he's always with us, and they are always a huge inspiration for us every day, so in every game.
United are bottom of Group A in the Champions League with 2 defeats from 2 games.
Spanish soccer player Jenny Hermoso trained with Spain team on Monday for the first time since the team's Women's World Cup victory in August, when former Spanish FA president Luis Rubiales' inappropriate conduct during the presentation ceremony sparked a controversy. Rubiales announced his resignation last month after the alleged conduct caused outrage among the players, government officials and many in wider Spanish society, and also raised questions over sexism in sports. Hermoso is a part of Montse Tom's squad for UEFA Nations League matches against Switzerland and Italy this month, after she was left out of the squad for Spain's matches against Sweden and Switzerland in September, with Spain coach Monte saying she made the decision to protect herself. Well, Arsenal are back in Champions League action tonight as they travel to La Liga outfit Sevilla. The Gunners return from the October international break laden with rust as they fell to a 2-0 deficit at Chelsea on Saturday. Mikel Arteta's resilient outfit fought back in the latter stages of the contest to draw 2-2 as they preserved their unbeaten start to the Premier League season.
Well, that's certainly one of the reasons, obviously his quality and the number of things that he already done in his career at his age. And then to improve the starting 11 as well, because it's a player with tremendous quality that is going to help us to be better.
At Champions League encounter tonight, Bayern Munich will be looking forward to stretch its record 15-game winning run in the group stage clash at Turkish champion Galatasaray. The Bavarian club stands unbeaten in its last 36 games in the group stage. That is also a competitive record. However, tonight they will face a tough task in Istanbul. Now, this is the same venue where Galatasaray drew 2-2 with Copenhagen in its first game. The team followed up with a 3-2 victory at Manchester United in its second. Galatasaray defeated city rival Besiktas by 2-1 on Saturday with 2 goals from Argentine forward Mauro Icardi. It also stretched the team's winning run to 6 games since the draw with Copenhagen. We're heading for a short break. We'll be right back.
We are taking up China's gigantic Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, which has completed 10 years in existence and is undergoing a major metamorphosis.
So definitely I do feel that China has been using the Belt and Road Initiative as a weapon. So it's also a form of economic coercion, if we could call it. There are countries that are looking for cheap infrastructure. Initially, they actually think that this is infrastructure, this is money without no strings attached. But is it really? We have been seeing at least since 2017, 2018 that countries are realizing that this is just not very feasible for us. We are actually moving towards economic collapse.
Turning crisis into opportunity, transforming ideas into action, stories of real change, tales of sustainable solution.
This series is going to tell stories of such changemakers.
Watch Changemakers on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. Continuing with sports buzz and updates from soccer. Bayern Munich are struggling with a growing injury list and have travelled with an 18-man squad for today's Champions League match. Thomas Tuchel said that changed nothing in their plan to win the game and stay at the top of Group A.
We have now accelerated the regeneration process to the utmost degree and have tried to speed it up and have taken a bit of a risk in the last few days, always in consultation with the players. Medically, it's okay if there is no reaction, and how long he can play also depends on how intense the game will be.
Tuchel further said that they feel strong enough to win the group.
We feel ready to win a very difficult match tomorrow, and we want to get through the group stage. The Champions League only works step by step. Actually, everything sporting competition only works step by step. There is no point in comparing ourselves at all. We feel strong enough to win the group. That is our goal. We want to get to the knockout route.
On the other hand, Galatasaray coach Okan Buruk said that he will be gunning for a victory against the Bavarians while acknowledging that they face formidable opponent. He also said that he would evaluate Mauro Icardi's situation after he was injured during a league match over the weekend.
Our goal, of course, is to play good soccer. We want to continue our game. Everybody's goal at their home field is earning the highest points possible by winning. If we can win, it would be an amazing thing for us, but we are aware how strong our opponent is. We are aware that they are a team that has not lost in a group match for many years now.
Now, Real are top of Group C with 2 victories from 2 matches. They also conceded 2 goals in the victory over Napoli and clinched a 3-2 victory, and thanks to a late own goal by Alex Meret. Real Madrid must produce a strong defensive performance and respect their Champions League opponents, Braga. Manager Carlo Ancelotti said on the eve of La Liga side's group stage meeting with the Portuguese club. The game will be played at Estadio Municipal de Braga. South Africa's national rugby team held a training session on Monday as they gear up to face New Zealand in the 2023 Rugby World Cup's finals clash scheduled to take place on the 28th of October. The Springboks hope to win a record 4th World Cup when they face the All Blacks in the decider round, a final hurdle among many that they have had to traverse in the campaign till date. South Africa lead the latest world rankings released after the tournament semi-finals that were played this past weekend, followed by New Zealand in 2nd place. Now, those last 2 wins were by single-point margins in tight contests that could have gone either of the way, but coach Jacques Nyanabe's side found a path to victory and now will need that same gritty character against the All Blacks this weekend. It's time to take a short break at Sports Buzz. We'll be right back.
We are taking up China's gigantic Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, which has completed 10 years in existence and is undergoing a major metamorphosis.
So definitely, I do feel that China has been using the Belt and Road Initiative as a weapon. So it's also a form of economic coercion, if we could call it. There are countries that are looking for cheap infrastructure. Initially, they actually think that this is infrastructure, this is money without no strings attached. But is it really? We have been seeing at least since 2017, 2018 that countries are realizing that this is just not very feasible for us. We are actually moving towards economic collapse.
Wherever news breaks, whatever it takes. connecting corners, cutting across continents.
Stories that matter from across the globe.
Accurate, authentic journalism that serves you right. From politics to glamour, from sports to world affairs, with a fusion of aesthetics and substance. Introducing news in a new avatar. Experience the world through a new lens. Stay tuned to DD India for an exciting journey beyond borders.
Welcome back after that short break. Now let's get you an update from esports. Saudi Arabia launched an annual esports World Cup that will include the most popular games in the world and have the largest prize pool in the history of esports. The competition will be held annually in Riyadh starting the summer of 2024. Clubs will also compete across games from various genres to become the ultimate esports World Cup champion. Now in golf, Bryson DeChambeau's Crushers team claimed the LIV Golf season finale at the Trump National Doral in Miami. The 2020 US Open winner put in an 8-birdie performance to finish 5 under par as Indian teammate Anirban Lahiri posted the round of the day with a 7 under par 65 to see the Crushers that also featured Charles Howell III and Paul Casey pip Bubba Watson's range codes team by 2 shots at 11 under par overall. In the battle for third place, Stoke GC, captained by Joaquin Niemann of Chile, finished 6 under to defeat the defending champion 4 aces as their captain Dustin Johnson hit 5 bogeys to contribute the highest score to his team's even par performance. All right, with this, it's now time to wrap up this edition of Sports Buzz, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. A very happy Dussehra to all the people who are celebrating the festivities here in India and to all the Indians across the world. Thank you so much for joining us here on DD India right now.